Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. You know what time it is, baby. I hope you're having a fan-freaking-tastic day. I have a very cool knife here and an announcement, something you want to know, like if you like to save money and stuff, because I happen to have a special code, just so you know. And the reason why I have this code is because Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. Every Friday night around 8:15 to 11:15. No, 8:15 to around midnight. We have a live stream where we give knives just like the one in this pouch away. We give knives, I mean, you just have to come and hang out. It's like Cheers, where everybody knows your name. If you like knives, backpacks, everyday carry gear, flashlights, all of that good stuff, you want to come and hang out on Friday nights because we just have that much fun. It is so much fun. And Vosteed gave me a special 15% off code. That's not something I get very often, is a Vosteed code. And this is like a flash sale, and I just looked it up. This one is included. I was not expecting that. This is not going to be a long video. This is a knife that is a model that I've shown before. It's a new model with ELMAX steel, baby. This is the Vosteed Thunderbird. Would you look at it? Just look at it in all of its PEI-ness. And by the way, these scales are called PEI. And let me wipe them off. Do I have a, yeah, let me get a little dealy-do and get this cleaned off. Now, if you've been in the knife community for any amount of time, pow, right in the kisser. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my. I was curious if this was going to be the larger or the smaller, because there's two different sizes of the Thunderbird, and I'm going to check them out. I have both sizes over here, right over there, and we'll check that out here in just a second. Like I said, this isn't going to be a longer video because we've all, if you've been in the knife community for any amount of time, have seen many versions of the Thunderbird. Now, this one is kind of neat. If you like the PEI, I prefer to call it honey scale, but you know, there's some members of the knife community that have a different word for this color scale. You can comment that below. That could enter you into some kind of a drawing. You never know. You never know when you watch my videos. If you don't watch them through, you miss out on things that are given away. And yeah, there was a big one last Friday, and it was from one of the videos just like this, that people just watched it for a second and then left and didn't even know to leave a comment. So it always pays to comment and hit the thumbs up button. Just saying, getting that out of the way. Now, this is the Trek Lock. It is a multiple deployment, and look at this. Look at this jimping. Going all the way around. That's how you're supposed to do jimping, friends. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So you have a back flipper, a top flipper, you have a thumb hole, and you have a button lock. All of these are for the deployment. And you can see there's not a lot of metal on the inside, so it's a very lightweight knife. And the deployment on this one, I mean, I think the most satisfying is definitely that reverse flick. Let's see how the action on this is going to be just like the other ones. And if you like to fidget or flick or flip your knives, you know, I mean, if you're a knife enthusiast and a knife, not aficionado, but an enthusiast, you know, in your repertoire of knives, you like to have different things. There are folks that have purchased every single Vosteed that's ever come out. How do I know? Because I've checked out their Facebook page. There is a major following. But look at this. ELMAX steel. That's what I'm talking about. And ELMAX is some really tough stuff. If you want to know more about ELMAX and how good the durability is, the edge retention, and what is it that chromium does? The stain resistance. Corrosion resistance. I would recommend going to Knife Steel Nerds, knifesteelnerds.com, and they've got every steel, just about every steel on the planet broken down to let you know just how special it is. Now, here's something else. I was very surprised that the price of this ELMAX was like $4 more than the price of the other ones. And what's the steel on this one here? This one's M390. And I think there's probably 3 or 4 different steel versions of the Thunderbird. I don't know if this one's available or not. I don't know if this one's available or not. I will find links and send you to Vosteed. Now, the specific link and code, if you use the link in the description of this video, that's going to be the one that I just got from Vosteed that you can use to get 15% off. So definitely use that link, and then I have a code that goes with the link, which is really cool. 15% off, that's a lot of moolah. So this one is, are you telling me this is in between? Wait a minute. Hold the bus. So here's the regular long one. Oh, there's 3 sizes. Look at this. So here's the shorty. if you have one of the short versions. This one's in the middle. And by the way, their website does a really good job of telling you the dimensions and all that stuff. Now, here's something that I haven't mentioned is I'm almost positive this is a slightly hollow ground blade. You can check the website. It'll tell you on there. You know what? Let me get a straight edge. Do I have a straight edge somewhere? Yes, I do right here. I think it's just slightly hollow ground. Can we get in here? Is there enough room for you to be able to see that just the slightest? Yeah, I mean, very, so if I can get it to focus, it doesn't want to focus. It is just barely slightly, because there's not a whole lot of blade. This is not a slicer type blade, but man, look at that. I love a compound grind. It looks so good. You have a full length fuller, and look at that tip. Everybody likes a strong tip. You know what I'm saying? Now, left and right, up and down, solid. I mean, no blade play at all. And then the Trek lock, you can't even see it from out here. It's all on the inside of the tang of the blade. You can see, let me see if you can see me pushing the button. I don't even think you can see that. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can see it disengage inside there. See there? It's a very nice, very strong lock. I mean, the only lock that I would prefer more than this, it would be a top liner lock, but great action. You can use the button. This is a knife you can hand to anyone, and you could say, use the button, and they push the button and be like, oh. And then they'll go like this, and then they'll go like, how do you close it? You say, push the button. They'll go, oh, okay. And then it doesn't matter your level of knifeness. Is there a knifeness level? Tell me. I love it when I just make up words out of the blue, but it doesn't matter your level of knifeness. You can't help but love this blade. I mean, blades are what my eye is drawn to, both my eyes, I do have two still at this moment. Both my eyes are always drawn to the blades. And that's the first thing I look at. Now, me personally, my preference isn't this color. It's just not my colorway. It would be really cool if they had this in one of the clear materials. I can't remember what somebody tell me down in the comments, what's that clear material? It's like PEI, but it's clear and you can see through it. I think that would have been very cool for an option. This is stronger than G10. I think that it's like, they can make bulletproof glass out of this stuff, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but this has a reversible clip. It's a fantastic knife, and the clip is inset into the scales, and you have a lanyard pin back here. It has a nice filler tab. I mean, what you see is what you get. I'm assuming, and I probably shouldn't, that most of you that are watching this video have seen my mini reviews on many different versions of the Thunderbird. I mean, I've probably put out 10 videos of the Thunderbird and all the different versions and the action. This one has a nice ting to it. I don't even know if this one's available. Like I said, I'll put a link down below. But let me know, have you ever seen the Thunderbird? Are you new to the channel? If you're new, do me a favor, say hello in the comments, and by all means, you will surprise yourself if you stop by anytime Friday nights, every Friday night, 8:15 to midnight Eastern time, you could stop by and you'll be like, what's this all about? And we're just hanging out, talking about knives, talking about flashlights, talking about gear, and it's just a bunch of cool people. You don't have to know anything about knives to come and hang out at the Hive stream. That's where you learn about knives. If you have a question about any kind of knife, or what size range should I get, or how much should I spend, what's a good blade steel, how do I sharpen my knives? I talk about that sometimes on the live streams too. We'll give advice. Believe me, if you have a knife question, oh my gosh, that's sharp. If you have a knife question, the live stream, that's where you go, because we'll have 200-300 people in there, and there's so much knife knowledge. We have professional sharpeners. We have a channel trucker. We have a channel knife sharpener. I mean, it's just so much fun. I know I can't help but plug the live stream because it's the highlight of my week. My wife comes down. The dog is part of it. He always makes a cameo, always makes an appearance. Bogey, he even has his own emojis for channel members. But if you don't come check us out, well, you can only leave a comment down below. Now, go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the Hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.